Did you open those up?
I did. Hitting the pause button on this testimony so we can bring in National Trial Attorney Michael Jaafar, who is standing by. Michael Jaafar, I know you've already said it when you've been analyzing this case, that the jury is going to hate this woman, this 19-year-old teenager. She's 24 now, but tell me about this DNA, what you think that might do for the defense case. There's a male DNA profile that is inconclusive on items like a pillow, and we know that Megan Boswell at one point told police that, hey, we were all co-sleeping, me and Hunter Wood, and someone may have rolled over on her, but she was dead.
If the jury is trying to find a way to lower the charges for this girl, then this witness would have helped out, right? Because at the end of the day, there's only two universes in this case. There's a universe where she killed her daughter intentionally and lied about it, and then there's a universe where she killed her unintentionally and lied about it. The jury's supposed to ferret out the facts and figure out which of the two happened, which one of these two universes we live in. So at the end of the day, if the juror is inclined, because we don't know what the background of these jurors are. Every juror comes in to every single situation with their background and their history. Maybe they grew up with somebody who was in foster care. Maybe they feel sorry for Megan Boswell. Maybe they feel that Megan Boswell got a raw deal in life. She has a mom as a complete monster, just a total disappointment of a human being, her mom. And then she grew up poor in foster care. She had this baby when she was 17. Maybe they come into this case feeling some kind of way about Megan Boswell. So at that point, they would look at that testimony of that TBI expert as a Rorschach test, right? They will see whatever they want to see. There are people who are still traumatized by a case in Florida who shall remain nameless with similar facts, and a lot of people in the country still feel some kind of way about it. Maybe the jurors are coming into this case with that in their background and say, if I were in that jury, I would have voted to convict that one person. So at this point, I'm gonna scrutinize every single thing I see. We don't know, but that's, kind of the beauty and the guesswork involved in the jury system, right? Cases are won and lost in jury selection. I contend that this jury should have been waived because of all the grotesque and inflammatory information that they're going to be seeing. So we'll see, but I think that expert could be used as a kind of like an anchor for somebody who wants to lower the charges for her once this case is done.
Yeah, we've got to see what the defense does with cross-examination on this witness, see if they try to tie it to anything that Megan Boswell has said in the past. Michael Jaafar, stand by. We're going to get to our break and get you back in for more of the Baby Evelyn Murder Trial happening in Tennessee. Stay with us. All right, while they get together that next bit of an exhibit, we're getting closer to the cross-examination for this witness. Let's bring back in National Trial Attorney Michael Jaafar. Michael, we've heard again, male inconclusive DNA on items, and the items in the trash can, some of it Megan Boswell's DNA, some of it Evelyn's. Do you think that there's evidence of an accident? Is it possible that this could have been an accident? Even though she's had all the lies, does that negate the fact that this could have been an accident?
Whether it was an accident or not, a person with a certain background, and with the background that Megan Boswell had, it wouldn't shock me for her to lie. Like I said, there's two universes. The universe where she did it intentionally and lied about it, the universe where she did it unintentionally and lied about it. So really, we're never going to know whether or not she was lying because she unintentionally killed her and she felt like she was inadequate. She grew up in foster care. She was a young mother. She was abandoned by her mom. Remember, she was abandoned by her mom. Right. So at the end of the day, that's gotta like who am I, right? Like I grew up in a household with two parents. Like who am I to judge this young woman? Now maybe she intentionally killed her daughter, but we just don't know, right? The evidence that we're looking at right now from the TBI expert is important. It's legitimate, but at the end of the day, when the jury goes back into the room, all they're going to think about is the two legs of baby Evelyn popping out of the garbage can. They're going to just think about that, and they're going to think some kind of way about it. They're going to be traumatized. A part of your soul dies when you look at the evidence in this case. The jurors who go back into this room, I think we're going to come back with a very quick verdict because of the fact that they're going to have the image emblazoned in their mind of both of the legs popping out of the garbage can. I don't think they're going to put a lot of stock in what the TBI expert is. What the TBI expert is doing is important. It's necessary. You have to lay the foundation. The DNA evidence, all these things are important. But at the end of the day, the human beings who make a decision in this case are going to be looking at human being things. And those two legs popping out of the garbage can are going to stick with them forever.
It's really difficult evidence, but it sounds like you may be saying that the prosecution hasn't yet gotten beyond a reasonable doubt that this wasn't an unintentional killing of her child and then a bunch of lies to cover it up, which certainly they have proven beyond a reasonable doubt that she did lie at this point from our perspective analyzing this case. Michael Jaafar, thank you so much for your analysis this hour.